I don't wear a mask when I'm washing my hair. Do you wear a mask when you're washing your hair? I think that that this salon owes me an apology for setting up. I don't know where you all get your hair cut or whatever it is.
Marathon, girl, I put 'em out. Don't you worry about it, I gon' work it out. Only you got me feeling like this. Oh, why? I love it while grabbing the rhythm, your hips. That's right.
I cut that bitch head off and walk away giggling. It do not make sense. Don't even make sense. Put the rollie on my wrist so they know what time it is.
He just wanna fuck with me cause I'm the one. He got all the drugs and I got all the guns.
Sir, why does being overweight cause blue hair in some women?
Sir, if video games make kids more violent, why are they still so easy to beat the shit out of?
Why is my left testicle bigger than my other two?
Josh, if your wife dies from childbirth, can you press charges on the baby?
I would like to announce that we have just found a cure for cancer.
You see, now, this is a really good thing, but my issue is, why did it take him so long to cure it? I mean, he's been in office for almost 4 years, and it took him this long to cure cancer? He didn't do it because he actually cares about the people. He did it for his own political gain.
Donald J. Trump, they loved him. Loved by Black America. Every hip-hop song that I listened to growing up, they wanted to be like Trump. Beyonce and Jay-Z were sipping poolside at Mar-a-Lago. He was the dream. Obama said that the American dream is to be like Trump. Was it really possible that within 24 hours of declaring his candidacy for the White House, he became a racist, bigoted, homophobic, sexist, rapist at one point, right? Was that really possible? And I said, of course, no, it's not possible.
Hell yeah, Candace Owens spits facts, and the left does not like her at all because she tells the truth, and the truth offends a lot of crybabies. Yeah, Trump 2020.
It's crazy if you look at the list of the people who went to his island. For example, like fucking Stephen Hawking went to his island, and I'm sure he was going there to get something to stand up, and I'm not talking about his legs. Hey, I'm not the pedophile. They're the ones going to the pedo island. Don't be mad at me. I'm sick and tired of these goddamn pedophiles in Hollywood. Oprah went to the island. You get a kid. You get a kid. We're all getting kids. Like, what the fuck? Even Eminem went to the island, apparently. And I don't blame him. He is getting a bit old, and he might need the young touch to get the real Slim Shady to stand up again. You know what I mean?
Be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up.
What about when an Antifa member stabbed a police horse in the neck with a knife? Was the horse a racist Trump supporter?
Yes. So the horse.
I didn't.
I pledge the allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Trump 2020. Let's save the.
As you probably saw, there are military on the steps of Lincoln Memorial. What is it? Now.
You ready? You ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Welcome to the Red Kingdom. Yeah. Red.
He's trying to kill
Do what they need you to do. Get up, put your legs up, stand up and walk. Walk, bro.
Stand up, bro.
Walk.
Stand up, bro.
They're not doing that. They're not doing that until you just walk, man. You good.
Conservatives are offended by the normalization of pedophilia that's taking place and the child sex trafficking pandemic that the media is barely covering. Liberals are getting offended by a syrup label and beans. We are not the same.
All cops are bastards, especially whatever dumb bastard cop you're related to.
Hey, you shut your face! If we want to hear you talk, I will shove my arm up your ass and work your mouth like a puppet. You hear me? You hear me? Cash bar. Yeah.
Peace out, bitches.
Are we more racist than we were in the civil rights movement?
I think so.
That's preposterous. Who believes we're less racist now than the civil rights movement?
Yes.
But what's up, guys? It's Mike Lusso. We're here at Cal Poly Pomona, and we're talking to people about if Donald Trump is racist. So I don't believe he's racist, and a lot of people believe he is, so we're just talking about it. Make sure you watch James Klug's video on this. He did it first. I'll put a link to that in the description. Thanks, guys, for watching. What's your opinion? Getting people's public opinion.
Okay, yeah, give my damn opinion.
So Trump is not a racist. Do you agree with that statement, or do you disagree?
I disagree.
Why so?
Because he uses his power to oppress people of color, and he doesn't give a about nobody.
Can you give me examples?
He's rude. The things he's put in place, like the wall, to the comments he made on immigrants, like how
Healthy, vigorous 77-year-old. There is no evidence for Joe Biden having cognitive decline.
Oh, did you hear that, guys? Joe Biden is a healthy, vigorous 77-year-old. That would mean he knew exactly what he was saying when he called Barack Obama the first articulate, bright, clean, and nice-looking black man in the public eye. And he really meant it when he said that you can't go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts without a slight Indian accent. This one he even clarified, he wasn't joking. And he was dead serious when he called a woman a lying dog-faced pony soldier, whatever the hell that is. And once again, he must have really meant it when he said that everyone who doesn't vote for him isn't really black. And he was 100% mentally stable when he forgot the most famous line in the Declaration of Independence. And he really thinks that poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. And then there's this doozy. You know, there's, during World War II, you know, where Roosevelt came up with the thing, So either he's a racist, a misogynist, and an idiot, or he's in cognitive decline. You choose.
News from the United States. Joe Biden has picked Senator Kamala Harris.
Yeah!
Yeah!
That's what I'm
talking about.
Wait. Why are you excited?
No, wait, why are you excited?
Because you're under arrest.
Islamic terrorism. And I'll tell you what, we have a president that refuses to use the term. He refuses to say it. There's something going on with him that we don't know about.
Trump isn't going to shut the border. He's not going to fight the war on terror properly. He's not going to deport massive numbers of illegal immigrants. It's not happening.
We have to do something about it, and we have to start by building a wall, a big, beautiful, powerful wall. And it actually will even look great. I already know what it should look like, because maybe someday they're going to call it the Trump wall, maybe.
Do you think your pathetic wall will do anything except fall like a heap of dry leaves in the face?
The wall just got 10 feet taller, believe me. It's got 10.
This is the most pathetic comeback that I've ever gotten. My parents have known the Trump since they were 19. My dad's a dark black man and my mom's an Italian woman. He treated them with nothing but respect.
I know the Trumps, they love our country, they care about the betterment of America, and Trump's done wonderful things for our country, for minorities, and to protect us. You should spend a little more time looking into his love for our country instead of looking for ways to play the victim and trying to pretend you're oppressed and listening to whatever the media tells you about him. We're doing 4 more years of Trump, boo-boo. We're doing 4 more years of job opportunities, and sweetie, we're building the wall. Trump train!
Don't know what's inside of me. Don't forget about me. Don't forget about me.
Hey bro, what's your opinion on abortions? Nah dude, I can't form an opinion on that because I'm not a girl. True, that's fair. So what are your opinions on jailing rapists? I strongly disagree with that statement. I believe they should not be jailed.
And, you know, basically, you know, fucking, you know.
What class are you taking that's telling you that?
Literally pathophysiology.
Is telling you that a baby is a parasite.
It acts as a parasitic animal.
This just in, unborn babies are parasites. What? Get out of here with that crap.
3, 2, 1, sing! Eating animals is wrong, McDonald's. Hurting animals is wrong, McDonald's. Share this song and change your entire menu to be vegan from now on.
Hey, I saw you from a distance and you're really pretty. Can I have your number?
Sorry, I have a boyfriend.
Hey, what up, shawty? Can I get your number?
Sorry, I have a boyfriend.
Oh my god, it's because I'm black! Can you guys hear me? Hey, let me know if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, she's fine. Wonder when she'll be mine. She walked past like press rewind to see that as one more time. And I got this soda.
Democrats.
Go.
This just in an effort to underline the importance of the female vote, presidential candidate Joe Biden just made a reference to Leave It to Beaver. I'm not making this up. Joe, you just can't help yourself, can you? You can't leave it to Beaver.
So in California right now, you can get on an airplane with 150 people and take a 1-hour flight, but you cannot go inside of a church with 150 people for an hour. If you play on a basketball team and your athletes touch the basketballs, they have to be sanitized and they can't be touched again for 10 minutes. But you can go in a grocery store and you can touch all the steaks, chicken, and fish that you want and no one ever sanitizes them. You can go to a daycare center, have 10 to 14 kids sitting in a room on computers, all distance learning together, but you can't have a classroom with 10 to 14 students sitting inside of it. If you're a politician, you're immune to COVID. You can get your hair done. But if you're not a politician, you are not immune and you should enter salons at your own risk. You can go inside a restaurant, order a beer, but you can't go inside of a bar and order that same beer. You can have outdoor dining in a restaurant, outdoor workouts at a gym, but you cannot have friends over to hang out in your backyard. And under any circumstances, whether you're in a parking lot, your car, or your shower, do not take your mask off.
Good job, folks.
Well, I actually am not. The reality is, this is a guy who is worse than a racist.
What the fuck is worse than a racist? The only thing is worse than a racist is Joe Biden. Because I'd rather somebody hate me than try to fuck my child.
Let's go. We see the hype outside, right from the house. Took it straight from outside, straight to the couch.
Some of you ask me why the Republicans have politicized the Black Lives Matter movement, but what you fail to consider is that on blacklivesmatter.org, when you donate, the proceeds partially go towards Act Blue, which is a Democratic organization. Do your research, people.
Oh, the motherfucking irony. What's that say? Man, you dumb as shit, bitch.
Here's the question. Why are you a mouthpiece for the alt-right?
What's the alt?
Why are you a gateway point for alt-right politics?
How so?
Oh, how so? How so?
Dude, I listen to Steven all the time and I'm not right.
No, you're a Nazi. Remember? Yeah, he's one of those notorious black Nazis. I don't understand the question. Let me ask this. You said you watched the program. I don't know where you line up. Would you consider me alt-right? I mean, would you consider me? Is that implying I'm a racist? Would you consider anything I've done racist?
No.
Don't worry about it. You ain't racist. You ain't racist.
So what does that mean, alt-right? I don't understand the accusation.
It means the people like you, Ben Shapiro, what's his
Ben
face?
Shapiro's Jewish.
Ben Shapiro's Jewish.
Oh, he's Jewish, right.
Ben Shapiro won't
It's
turn on a light switch after Friday at 6 p.m. because he's so Jewish. You think he's an alt-right Nazi?
Joe Biden was giving an event today, and one of the girls who asked him a question admitted that she was given a piece of paper to go off of. Watch this.
I'm just going to be honest, Mr. Biden. I was told to go off this paper, but I can't. You need the truth. And I'm part of the truth.
Now, she goes on to ask a more detailed question, but that's not the important part. The important part is that she admitted she was given a piece of paper to go off of, and she made the decision on her own to veer away from that because she felt like a different question needed to be asked, not the one that was given to her. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say, everybody.
Hi, my name's Kelsey Fairley and I'm a member of Antifa. As a radical libtard, I would die before kissing the NRA's ass and buying a gun, so I've been using my quarantine time practicing my bow skills.
Oh, take that, fascism! Ho-ho!
I live with my parents and I've watched V for Vendetta 6 times in the last week alone, so I've been throwing a lot of knives. Most radical libs are not born as naturally coordinated as I am, so it's very important that you practice the fundamentals of hand-eye coordination so that you're ready to throw back any tear gas canister that might come your way. And to any cops out there who may be watching, I think it's only fair to warn you, I'm not just scrappy, I'm speedy. Slow pitch softball team called me the Blur because they couldn't even see me, I was running so fast. Get a load of this.
What you did in the dark. So light them up, light them up.
She called you what?
A Democrat. A Democrat?
Yeah. Is it? Why are you crying?
Because she can call me a Democrat.
Okay.
Okay, question? Yeah, go ahead. Sure. She's shocked that I picked her.
No.
She's like in a state of shock.
I'm not thinking, Mr.
That's
President.
okay. I know you're not thinking. You never do.
Hey, blow up. Blow. I don't even understand how the fuck my plug talk. Pick him up in a space coupe. I don't let my plug walk.
Here are some wonderful things Joe Biden has said in the past. Part 1.
In Delaware, the largest growth in population is Indian Americans moving from India. You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
Nancy Pelosi didn't just go to a salon to get her hair done when she was telling you to stay inside. She was also going out to dinner at her favorite place to eat. If you don't believe me, just wait until Planned Parenthood releases their videotape.
I gotta stay till I die. I gotta stay till I die.
Because, you know, it's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
21 minutes until I gotta go, so I told that girl I'm gonna slaughter it.
To sacrifice my own life for Pakistan.
Yes, put the rollie on my wrist so they know what time it is. He's going forward because I'm the one. He got all drugs and I got all the guns.
Blue lives isn't a race. I don't think all cops are bad, but definitely all cops are not brave. Damn near most cops are pussies.
So, baby, you mean to tell me that just by showing your Trump flag, you're going to get 300 more followers?
You see the people on the other side of that phone? Them are all Trumpsters. They got my back, baby. Watch this.
I got link, it's on 40 in my right car. Business trends, yeah, I like, I ain't all this. Getting money to get out my.
So when they see me, they make their wishes. Hi, I'm Bloody J. I'm an addict. Money, lean, weed. Yes, I got you happy. Wagon deep with Mundo.
You see this? This is why I don't fuck with.
Yeah, history's pretty fucked up, isn't it? But let me help you out. I really do feel that you missed a few people here, so let me help you. For example, you forgot the Chinese, who practiced slavery up until 1909, where it became officially abolished. Definitely forgot the Middle East and all their history. You forgot to mention, for example, the Romans and the Greeks. Both of them were white. You forgot the Egyptians, who were enslaved for thousands of years. You forgot the Jews. In World War II, there were killed 6 million of them. Just, you forgot that. This one's gonna shock you though. Native Americans also practiced slavery with themselves. Crazy. Listen, I'm not picking sides, but the fact of the matter is that every race, every ethnicity in the entire history of humankind has been enslaved or been the slave owner. Your video doesn't contribute to a solution. It contributes to division and conflict. Right now is the best time ever in the history of humankind to be alive. We're the most prosperous, the most peaceful, and the most equal. We're not perfect, but your video is definitely not helping. That's all I gotta say.
Which includes family separation.
The same as is with every U.S. citizen parent gets arrested when they're with a child.
Zero tolerance was interpreted as the policy that separated children from their
If I get arrested for DUI and I have a young child in the car, I'm going to be separated. When I was a police officer in New York and I arrested a father for domestic violence, I separated that father
Mr.
from his
Holman,
family.
with all due respect, legal asylees are not charged with any crime.
When you're into the country illegally, it's violation 8 United States Code 1325.
Seeking asylum is legal.
If you want to seek asylum, you go through the port of entry, you do it the legal way. The Attorney General of the United States has made that clear.
Okay.
Hi, we're enemies. I think white people should stay out of the neighborhoods that belong to people of color. I completely agree with them. I think we need to take all people of color out of any branding at all. Oh, I hadn't thought of that one. That's a good one. Honestly, if you disagree with me, I really don't care what you have to say. You're basically subhuman. Wait, he said that? Why didn't you guys tell me he was on my side? Yeah, I feel fully comfortable judging you by the color of your skin because it probably means that you're racist. Wait, he said, where is he? Okay, I'm gonna buy him a drink. I'll talk to you guys later.
Young man, why don't you stand up and introduce yourself?
Who's the fat kid talking to?
You, Patrick, she's the teacher.
Oh.
This is about $10 online. It's an emergency window breaker. And it even has a keychain. So you put it on a keychain, put it on your bag, and you can You can rip it off in a case of an emergency. You push this onto their window and it gives you access to the vehicle that may be about to hurt you and your friends. It also has a seatbelt cutter if you need to remove the person from the car.
So let's get this straight. You're going to harass a completely unsuspecting person that has no connection whatsoever to the situation you're protesting. Make a video about how you may have to break their windows, cut their seatbelt, and drag them out of their vehicle, but then be upset when they react in a manner that could potentially save their life. Do we still believe these people are rational, logical thinkers? Come on.
She belongs to the streets.
Walking away from the Democrat plantation.
Yes!
Oh, yes!
Yes! In West Hollywood. Yes! Woo! Walk away in West Hollywood.
A well-educated black has a tremendous advantage over a well-educated white in terms of the job market. And I think sometimes a black may think that they don't really have the advantage or this or that, but in actuality, today, currently, it's a great. I've said on occasion, even about myself, if I was starting off today, I would love to be a well-educated black because I really believe they do have an actual advantage today.
Pardon me, young man, and excuse the shit out of my goddamn French, but did you just threaten me?
Black History Month, Black TV, Black radio, Black beauty pageants. I love being black t-shirts. And I'm sure the Facebook moms know this one. The black groups, only black people allowed. But if a white person were to ever have a white-only radio, a white-only beauty pageant, a I love being white shirt, Lord help that white person, because they're now racist.
Are you saying only lives matter? What about inanimate objects?
You know what? You have an excellent point. Women's lives matter too.
Republicans are making it absolutely clear they want to unseat me. I refuse to let them attack our values. Can I count on you to rush in $10 before midnight to help me fight back? Thank you.
If all of the kings had their queens on the throne, we would pop champagne and raise a toast.
President, we would like to thank you for everything that you've done for the African American community so far. We thank you for criminal justice reform. We thank you for the lowest black unemployment rate in this country, sir.
Thank you.
And finally, most importantly, sir, thank you for saving America and thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Finally, sir, thank you for taking on the fake news media, sir.
And again, what do you have to lose? Look, what do you have to lose? You're living in poverty. Your schools are no good. You have no jobs. 58% of your youth is unemployed. What the hell do you have to lose?